to me. You get what I'm saying? You get it? Ask me where I work at. I said, man, I work right there at the windows on Brook Road. Right there. You got what I'm saying? He said, how you file your taxes? I said, well, I was told to carry myself for 6 months and then drop myself. You got what I'm saying? Like put a bunch of numbers on there, maybe 2-3 numbers on there for 6 months, and then for the next 6 months drop it down to just one person. He said, no, I won't even do that. No. Carry 0. Go in there when you go to work, go in there, ask your supervisor to change your tax form to 0. You don't want to carry nobody through the year, because if you carry people throughout the year, you're going to end up owing the government, and you should never want to owe the government. That man got to know I listen. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I did the next day of work. My supervisor's name was Dale. I went in there the next day. Bam, 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 blah, blah, blah. There was nothing they could do about it. In the now, I have went back to work and worked at Amazon, and there's no slot on there. They want you to put 1 on there. No, I'm going to continue to put 0 on there. You can't tell me I have to carry myself throughout the year. I don't. I want the government to take it all. And what they was taking from me, when I really done the math, they was taking like $35 for every $100 I make. I broke it down that good. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, they probably going to take $40 for every $100 I make. So if my gross, no, my net is $400, that's $160 going out to taxes. Thank you. Please take it. Please take it. Because if I can live to reach my Social Security nest egg, I got a nice one coming. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's get back into some other stuff about being persecuted. Okay, I've displayed the wrong actions because of not having self-control with some of the women I've been with in my life. You got what I'm saying? That's another thing that they have thrown up in my face, have passed on to these kids, have passed on to these women that may like me. You get what I'm saying? That may like me, may want a future with me, can see that, okay, this is the man that I know I could love. You understand what I'm saying? You get it? They never thought I would come out and own up to it. You get what I'm saying? They never thought that I would speak and say, you know something, I've done this, I've done that, bam this, bam that. And I didn't come with a lot of reasons to why. I've always sat there and said I lost my self-control. But the thing that won you over, the thing that made all the sense in the world, I used to run out that house. I used to leave. You get me? I used to leave. You get it? Leave. I won more times than I lost when it came to physically or verbally abuse. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And that just don't go for the wife that was. You get it? That don't go for her. That go for my daughter, mother also. My youngest son, mom, that should have woke you up and told you something real. Never put my hands on her. But see, I see, like when she speaking, you ain't never did nothing to me. We may have cussed each other out, but you ain't never physically did nothing to me. And this from her mouth. You got what I'm saying? This from her mouth. But like I told her, I was wrong for that day pushing you. You get me? That ate me up for the longest time in our relationship, because I know I wasn't supposed to put my hands on her in any valid way. She could have failed, bumped her head. You understand me? And what I was waiting for her to say for real, well, you know, I did come into your personal space aggressively. But she never said that. And she's a woman that's never going to own up to her BS. You get what I'm saying? Ain't going to never own up to her BS. You got me? So I say this to you, I don't have no resentment. None. None. I've explained something about my oldest son by not being there. You know, his mother seen my mother 7 months later, stomach out, fully bloomed pregnant. I never knew nothing. You get me? We had some goodbye sex, because she was getting ready to get intimate with this other dude that she brought into her life. You get me? You understand me? 7 months later, my mama see her downtown, pick her, come home, said, Nas, you know, Jada pregnant. I said, no, I knew nothing. I knew nothing at all. So I got on the phone, called. Oh, I went around the house because she still was living on Hawthorne Avenue. Excuse me. And we got to the bottom of this. To fast track this, you know, right after he was born, I went to prison. The lawyer I had, you got what I'm saying, he made sure that I beat this case on the appeal. This case should have been won that day, February the 13th, 1991, in that John Marshall courtroom. I was supposed to be released that day. You get what I'm saying? But he put me in prison. He can override a jury's verdict because they didn't understand the fruits of illegal search and seizure. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't want to override it. You understand me? Now another thing I want to say is when we fast forward this to the now, I made a promise to the lawyer that, you know, you get me out of this, I'm going to the military. That's what I'm gonna do. And honestly, I can't say I made a promise. He asked me, what are you gonna do with yourself if this get overturned? I said, man, I probably just go into the military. You get what I'm saying? I never said it like, okay, you do this, you do that, this is what I'm gonna do in return. You get me? All right, another, let's fast track it to this. When me and my son got to talking at the age of, I believe he was 18 and he was graduating, you know what I mean? Like I told him then, I'm not gonna sit here and bash your mom. You understand me? I gave him a good understanding of who I am, how I'm going to treat your mother, how I'm going to treat the situation of me not being in your life. Now, let's fast track some more to social media. I said on social media, okay, I was never in your life, but I was a paycheck. Okay, if I would have got out of prison and did what I told that lawyer I was going to do, I was never going to be there anyway because I was going to be in the military. And most things I do, I'm committed for life, especially the military. I would have been committed for life because see what I'm understanding about the military, and I knew this about the military, we're talking about in the 90s. After 22 years, that's considered retirement. You can retire from the government, the military, after 22 years of service. That means if I would have went in at the age of 23, come on now, yeah, I'm going to get my calculator. I just woke back up. But I'm going to get my calculator. Now we're talking about 1993 plus 22. Hold up. I'm gonna go off my age. In 1993, I was 23 years old. So at 23 plus 22, I was retiring at 45 years old. I already knew about retirement because I already been in the work world. You get what I'm saying? I've been in the work system. You get what I'm saying? I knew about retirement. You get it? So at 45, I was gonna retire from the military regardless. That's why it would have been a career to me. You understand me? And I hope my son got it because see, if he can get the fact of me saying, I'll never bash your mom. If he can get the fact of how I felt when I talked to him about leaving my, which is the ex-wife now, when I talked to him about that and I said, man, I probably gonna need my daughter. You know, she got her own place now where she's sharing a place with her and her friend, but I'm probably gonna need to move in my daughter's house to rebuild. And I told him, I said, I really don't like it. I really don't want to ask her because it should be the other way around. I should be here helping her, not her helping me. So if he could understand that, which he told me he do, he said, there you go, Dad. That's how it's supposed to be. He understood that, then he should understood that regardless, your mother was going to be the sole person raising you. You understand me? And like I said before, you know, you get me, I don't have no resentment towards her. Because one thing she taught him is to listen. To listen. You get me? To listen. If he really went into the military, then he did as I asked him to do, and his life should be very fruitful. Very fruitful. Very, 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 very fruitful. Understand me? Do you get me? I done my job as a parent. I'm doing my job as a child of whom I pray to. Y'all gonna leave me alone. I'm telling you, you better leave me alone. Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. There's been another extra. I love you, and I'm out.